This is lumpia, the ultimate fried spring roll. I'm cooking the pork on medium-high heat. I'm browning it until there is no pink visible. I'm stirring up the pork here. I want to make sure that everything is cooked. I'm adding some black pepper and some seasoned salt, and this will lock in the flavor, especially it being pork. It removes that smell, and then I'm placing it to the side for it to cool down. I'm soaking the bean thread vermicelli for about 5 minutes, and then I will strain it afterwards. As you can see, the noodles aren't fully cooked yet, but once it's filled within the lumpia and fried, it'll fully soften up. I chopped up the garlic and smashed it, and now I'm mincing it. So now that my pork has been cooled down for a few minutes, I'm smashing it and mincing it a little bit more within my hands just to make sure that everything is all evened out in the lumpia. Using the same pan, I'm adding oil and the ingredients for the filling. Now I'm going to add back the ground pork to the rest of the ingredients, and I'm going to stir everything up and continue to cook it. I'm throwing in the bean thread vermicelli noodles to continue to cook. I like to add my seasoning last, especially for pork, because it locks in the flavor and it's just more tasty. I'm stirring everything all together for about a couple minutes just to make sure that everything is cooked. And look at that, it looks amazing. Now that everything looks good, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the stove and set it to the side to cool. I'm beating an egg, which helps seal the lumpia. The wrapper that I'm using are spring roll wrappers. It's by Menlo. You want to make sure that the wrappers you do decide to use are specifically for spring rolls rather than egg rolls. Spring roll wrappers are typically sold frozen, so you want to make sure that it's completely defrosted before separating it, as it can tear very easily. Now I'm adding about 2 to 3 tablespoons of filling. Wrapping it up very tightly. I'm going to dab it with some egg on each side. And on the top. This helps seal the lumpia. Roll it up. And there you go. There are a couple ways of rolling up lumpia. I find this to be the easiest, so I'm going to show you again how I do it. We tend to enjoy lumpia when we have filling in each bite, not just spring roll paper, right? So this is the reason why we want to make sure that we tightly roll the lumpia up. So this is why I'm showing it to you one more time. This is how it looks before it's ready to be cooked. I'm using an everything pan, but you can use a pot or pan and fill the oil no more than halfway. And when you fry the lumpia, you're frying it until it turns light to golden brown. I picked up a lumpia just to see if it's cooked, and this looks perfect, so I'm setting it to the side for the oil to drip, and you can do this on a rack or paper towel is just fine. Once the lumpia has been cooled for a couple minutes, it's ready to be eaten, and you can eat it just like this. I like a little more, so this is vermicelli noodles soaking in cold water for about 5 minutes. I'm going to drain it, add it to boiling water for another 5 minutes to cook, then I will strain it to stop the cooking. Fish sauce can be used as a dipping sauce for lumpia. Here I have my romaine lettuce. I'm placing the lumpia on top with some vermicelli noodles. Lumpia is typically served with sweet and sour sauce, but with the Vietnamese influence, I like to add the lettuce, the noodles, dip it in some fish sauce, and yum. And there you have it, lumpia, a fried spring roll. Savory on the inside and crunchy on the out. Follow me on Instagram at Risa's Recipes for more easy, simple, and delicious recipes. Thanks for watching, friends. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings.